What is up, guys? So today we're going to do a dark side video, and I wasn't going to do a video today, but I saw on another channel called Bellenders which is like EastEnders but it's about Bellends, that Brian Cockroll's had his house smashed again. So yeah, let's get into it. Dark side. Now if you don't know who Brian is, he's called the tax man because he spent his life strong arming, bullying smaller, weaker, more vulnerable people of society, taxing the money, taxing the drugs, kicking the door off, going in. And there's actually a documentary on YouTube about it, which is absolutely hilarious. I don't think that's what they were going for, but it is funny. The comment section, brilliant. It always cheers me up. So if you haven't seen it, go and see it. And if you do watch it, you'll see Brian in his element, back in his heyday. You know, he always talks about back in the day when he was massive at the time. And you'll see him going round, laying down the law in Teesside or wherever he's from, walking around. You know, he's got his drain pipe tracky bottoms, 42-inch chest tracky bottoms on. And he's got his crew with him, well, a bunch of killers, Vulture. His number 2 in command, talking about £1 million taxes whilst driving around in an old Datsun, Datsun Cherry or something. But yeah, and he's had his house smashed. It's happened a few times now. And in the video, it's like a moped flying around, and then it stops down the road. And then some geezer jumps out. It looks like he sets fire to his car. And then he goes up to his front door. I think he puts like a some sort of firework through the letterbox. That's what it sounds like. And you can tell these are like professional hitmen, because you can tell by the way he slips and falls straight on his back as he's running away. But yeah, he's had his house attacked. It's been happened a few times now, and he's got all the usual weirdos. Oh, it's out of order. Cowards, they wouldn't do this back in the day. Well, probably not, but we're not back in the day, we're here now. And I remember an old boy said to me when I was flexing in jail about back in the day, and he says, I don't care what you've done, show me what you can do. And they're all saying, oh, it's out of order. Listen, I've got no sympathy for people that go around. The predator has become the prey. He's been doing this to people for years, and now he's getting it back. Because all his problems in life is solved with his fists, and he can't do that now. He's laid up, he's an old man, I haven't seen him for a while, and yeah, so no sympathy for him. But I suppose I've got a little bit of sympathy for Emma. I don't really know her, I don't really watch her because she just annoys me. She's like, alright, fucking hell, I couldn't imagine that 24 hours a day. But I've been seeing, like, she's always in a back and forth with someone. She was in a back and forth with our cock in a frock and Dragon. And she puts up the messages and stuff, and it's always vile. It's always weird bacon stuff, and they always talk in codes, like Mr. fucking Diddy and the Riddler, and what are you talking? I don't even know what you're on about. But yeah, it's all weird. It's all... that's what's been happening on the dark side with old Brian Cockroll. And listen, I've got no problem with Brian. I used to love listening to his lies back in the day. And therein lies his problem. You know, he's been bullshitting for so long now. He never lets the truth get in the way of a good story. And back then, they didn't have social media, so, you know, he couldn't really fact check anything. So when he's telling everyone he's a registered F1 rally driver, and his hands are clasped with deadly weapons, and he was going to be a wrestler with the British Bulldogs. It's all bullshit, and we can check it out now. And when people ask him about it, oh, he's a troll, it's tinfoil, it's tinfoil. It's like, fucking hell, you'd think, according to Brian, tinfoil started the plague, the Black Death. He blames him for everything. I can imagine him sat in a mental asylum with the psychiatrist saying, Brian, is tinfoil in the room with us now? Come back, Brian. He's lost his mind. And he claims to be a changed man of God. He's saved 47 people this month from suicide, because apparently he keeps count. But if you go into his comment section, it's all blank, nothing, because he can't take criticism. He likes it when everyone's stroking his ego. But as soon as you say, oh, hang on a sec, that's not right. Oh, tinfoil, he's a troll. But yeah, that's what's been happening with Brian. Like I say, no sympathy. I believe the Buddhists call it karma. And every day, we've got new people coming on the dark side. We've got a new guy, I don't know his name, he looks like a mini sheriff. I think his name's Bailey or something. Apparently he works in a chicken factory, which, tough job that. But I've seen him a couple of times in comment sections, like begging people for back and forths. And now he's got a back and forth. He's been going back and forth with Narrative Destroyer. And now he's going down the generic, boring handbook of insults. Oh, you're a smackhead. You've been smoking brown. As soon as they say that, I'm just like, oh, this guy's thick. And he's been getting a bit back from Narrative Destroyer, and he's throwing the towel in, like, I'm just going to unsubscribe. So, mate, you've been begging for a back and forth. Now you've got one, you want to run away. And they all do it. Oh. But it is a good way to start a channel, the dark side. I know that's how I started mine, because it allows people that have got no banter, that are not very creative, it allows people that are bland to get views and subscribers. You know, people that have just got no personality, like JDP, can get over 1,000 subscribers just by calling people bacons, because people want to see drama. But yeah, it is a good way to get your foot up, or get your foot in the door. But if that's all you do, then you're going to hit a point where you can't go any further, you know, because there's only a small crowd for the dark side. So you have to mix it up, which is what I do. You know, I do dark side videos. I talk about addiction, recovery, prison. So, you know, there's plenty to keep people entertained. But yeah, that's what's been going on the dark side. Not really much. Oh, sheriff's looking bloated as usual. Yeah, there's not really much going on. There's just a lot of wannabes coming on, but they've got no banter. They want it back and forth, but they ain't got no. And for me, if you have to resort to going to someone's house, like with Brian, then you've lost. You know, if you're having a back and forth with someone, if you're not creative enough to think of a good, funny, witty video to make back, where you have to just straight to violence. As soon as you go to violence, I'm going to beat you up, I'm going to come to your house, I'm going to doorstep you, then you've lost straight away. It just shows me that you're a bit thick. So, yeah, but YouTube is an entertainment platform, you know, so use it to make fun of people in creative, funny ways. You don't have to get personal or, you know, jump into violence. Just have a laugh with it, that's what I do. But anyway, if you like this video, press the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, Nerf the Pop.